Good girl. Good girl, honey. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, honey. Good girl, honey. Hey, Sherry, how you doing? I just logged on. I haven't been on all day. Hey, Jay, how you doing? It's front of a condominium front yard. Nothing great. Hey, Care Hub, what's happening? Care Hub, I don't know if you got a chance to look at those messages today, but I deleted a ton of them, and there are a ton of them on there now. You're welcome, Sherry. No, I didn't. I just got home. I had to go to the guy that owns the local Tim Hortons. His brother died, and I went down to a showing down there in Hey Madara, down in Saginaw. I just got home. So, of course, logged right on my YouTube. I'll take a look at it. I didn't take my phone with me because I didn't want it. Hey girl, hi Daisy. I didn't want it ringing down there. No, you're not kidding. Yeah, this guy got diagnosed with cancer and didn't really last too long, which may be good if you think about it. Hey, Daisy. Daisy's a good girl. I'm checking on your messages now, JR. I deleted probably, geez, a ton of them today, and there's a bunch of them I just didn't get to. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I appreciate it. No, I was living in Chicago. I first moved there in '98. See, I see Alex Trebek got diagnosed with 4-stage pancreatic cancer. I can't moderate some. Why is that? Why is that, Care Hub? I don't know what the hell's wrong. You know, I'm always told that if software is free, don't expect it to work. Oh, sorry to hear about that. Sherry, how long was it before he was diagnosed to when he died? Yeah, there's stray cats everywhere up here, Kyle, all over the place. Yeah, it's a terrible way to go. Oh, okay, I'll check those out. That is so weird. Here, let me try and do it again, Care Hub. I don't think it should matter, but there, I just removed you. Oh yeah, there's a ton of cats. I paid for 20 of them to get spayed and neutered about 5 years ago. I'm not even a cat lover, but I felt bad for them, and I'm a bird lover, and I didn't want more birds to come up missing. Let's see. See now, Care Hub, I took you off. I removed. No, I took you off, and I see your name still coming up. Kyle, have some pictures of what? Okay, now I'll do it again, Care Hub. Hopefully that'll help. Oh, okay, yeah, it's a trap, neuter, release, some kind of program. And then I got styrofoam houses for 5 of them, but they don't seem to want to live in them. I think the coyotes figured that out, and the cats have found better places. I was at a funeral. Oh, okay. I mean, there's 2 arguments for feral cats, you know, a good one and a bad one. They say 1 out of every 10 birds loses his life to a feral cat. I don't know if that's true. Oh, okay, Sherry. That's interesting. Hang on, I'll be back in just a minute. Good girl, Daisy. Did you miss Dad, hon? Sorry I couldn't take you, hon. I'm sorry I couldn't take my Daisy. I'm sorry I couldn't take you, hon. Couldn't take you, honey. I'm sorry I couldn't take you. Want some dog food? You hungry, honey? There you go, hon. That's a good girl. That's a good baby, honey. That's a good girl. Smudge, man. I bet there's 150 of them on there. Care Hub. I'm gonna look real quick. You know, you'd never think you'd want YouTube to quit recommending your videos, but I'm actually getting to that point. Yeah, thank you, Christina. There's a lot of people that don't feel that way. Yeah, I mean, it's... Let's see here. Yeah, I know. I got on antiques. I've got 36 messages held for review. Do you have access to those, Care Hub? I sure wish you did. These are the nastiest ones. And then on the spam, I've got a whole nother ton of them. These are like the worst of the worst that you have to approve before they can post them. So I'll just do them later. Yeah. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate it. We got a lot of enemies out there. Yeah, I haven't been to those. I wasn't really too much of a flea market guy, Kyle. I'd rather just pay what I'm specifically looking for rather than just looking through tables of junk. If you're like a knick-knack creator or a guy like you that likes old electronical equipment, it's probably perfect for. But for me, I was pretty, specific what I wanted. Yeah, I appreciate it, Care Hub. Yeah, I don't know. I'll go on there and look. I mean, it's gotten to the point where I got 100 today, huh? Oh yeah, you ought to wait to back to the email you sent. Let me look on there. Let's see here. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let me look here. Oh, they're nothing compared to the ones that you don't see. Okay, yeah, thanks a lot. I put all that information on one of Angel's videos, and at the time, let me tell you, let me tell you how this works out a lot of the time. So I get contacted by people that obviously knew a lot about the person that died. They just know too much. There's no other way you'd know it. And before you know it, it's relatives, shirt tail relatives, acquaintances, friends, and blah, blah, blah. And as you go on and talk to these people and you get into more detail, you slowly realize that quite a few of them are full of shit. And then as it gets towards the end, as you get to know most all of them, there's always a couple things that don't really make sense. So that's why I'm always kind of reluctant to where people say, first of all, people say they're going to donate money and they don't. That's the first issue. The second thing is I do whatever due diligence I can to try and piece together if the right people are getting the money for the right reasons. And I've never really went through the entire process where I felt at the end I was 100% right. So I'm always kind of ambivalent about you know, where people should send money, because I'm not 100% sure it's legit. At least I know when I'm down in Detroit, a couple of people have sent me money orders, I cash them. And I've always said, if anybody wants to donate money to any of these women specifically, you send me a money order, I will cash the money order, I will go down there and I will videotape any money that you sent me that I gave them. You'll have a copy of a videotape to see it for yourself. Because I don't want to be like accused of like spending someone else's money or not giving it to them or whatever. You know, you think it'd be easy. Get money donated, cash the check, dole it out. It's not easy. It's a big giant pain in the ass. Hey, Countless Creep, how are you? So that's the deal on donations. It's a mixed bag. I appreciate the email. Thank you. Yeah, I know there's just so many strings attached, you know? Oh, yeah, I got my fair share of enemies on YouTube. You better believe it. I know that already. Oh, yeah, I deleted. See, I could tell that you hadn't been on there today, and I bet I deleted 80 or 100 before you even logged on and found the ones that you did. Oh, good for you, Kyle. Yeah, I've had that happen in the past, but it's always been like a super pain in the butt, Sherry. I mean, I did the GoFundMe thing. That's a real hassle. So I finally get down to the point where people want to donate money, which they say they do, but they hardly ever do. You can send me the money. You can put it in the girl's name. I'll give her whatever it is. I will cash the check and videotape the transaction when I'm giving them the cash you sent. I mean, I don't want any, I want them to get it all, no fees, blah, blah, blah. But there's a huge difference between who wants to send money, who wants to help, and who really does help. I'd say it's less than 5%. Well, there's stuff in there about her kids. See, the kids were broken up. Some are with the one birth father. The others are at a foster care in Alabama. It's just not like I'm 100% confident where to send the money to that I know it's going to get to the kids. I mean, I'm not saying it's a scam, but isn't this how all scams work? Convincing. That's what it stands for. No, somebody told me about that though, Sherry. I'm gonna have to check that out. I just can't in good conscience say that, you know, the only one that I was 100% confident about was Tassie. And that's because I gave her the money myself. Oh yeah, big time. And those shooters out in Las Vegas. There was a scammer on Angel over in the United Kingdom that I tipped everybody off ahead of time. Now, Countless Creep, I'm pretty sure you wrote some negative posts about me. Am I right? You said some nasty things to me. Do I have the right person? Hey, Chris, how you doing? Yeah, and now this really doesn't have anything to do. Let me tell you, I had pictures of Angel on her gurney dead, and I have her death certificate. And although I'm fairly sure it was heroin laced with fentanyl, I'm not 100% sure. Law enforcement doesn't do anything when these women get killed or murdered or died or OD, so we'll never know. If you were white and middle class, they could have tested it away so where they definitively would have known for the cause of death, but not with one of these people. Just not happening. Yeah, I'll check that out, Sherry. He may have some, good ways of like getting money to these people. What I watch brought much back to me. Yeah. One thing I'm not 100% sure about KR Hub, and that is if I block somebody from posting on a video, if it blocks them on the chat. Hey, Countless Creep, can you hear me okay? Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, see, I don't know how she could confirm the fentanyl because none of that was done as part of any police investigation. That was all speculation. See, I think she's full of shit, KR, because that wasn't in any of the official paperwork I got. It was never stated by the police. It was never stated in a medical record. Yeah, but I don't know how she'd be. I believe they were in rehab together, but I don't know. I've never seen that in anything. That was like speculation. And the only reason why it's reasonable is because there were 5 women down there that I didn't know that died of what they call hot packs at the same time Angel did. So it would be logical to think that that could have got her too, but there's a chance that it didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. It's a good guess. Because right after that, the cops were really out looking for the suppliers of this heroin down in that area. So, maybe you're right. I'm just saying, for me to powder, it's that imported Chinese stuff. Yeah, I agree. Yep, I agree with you. Yeah, she deserved much better. Yeah, you're right, Sherry. Neither. Yep. Well, I know up here they prosecute nurses' aides occasionally for stealing fentanyl patches off the elderly. No kidding. What do you want, Daisy, hon? You good girl? Your dad dog doesn't like me looking at the computer after I just got home. I was reading an article and it said that a lot of that Chinese fentanyl gets smuggled in through Vancouver. Hey, KR Hub, here's one that I normally get. Here's what this is. I get emails like this a lot. Predator videotaping abused women too scared to actually videotape men in the streets of Detroit. Does the predator taping this have any idea what her past was like or the current situation is like? I'll bet this predator taping would kill himself if he lived a minute of her short life. This video predator has no idea that the woman have to put out. I hope this next life the predator who is taping this is born a female into extreme abuse and poverty. This is a male predator videotaping a woman who has no ability to protect herself. I hope somebody goes after him the way he's going after these poor abused women. What a perverted freak show. Get a cause. Let's see this little bitch interview African American guys in Detroit. But no, he's preying on a freaking abused woman. Here's another one. Hey, dickwad. You are not the chosen one. Get a life, you fucking loser. You are so rude the way you talk to these women. You need to check yourself in. Okay, these are typical messages. There's one down. Another one down. Hey, Saida, how you doing? How's Chicago treating you? Yeah, it's legal in Michigan now. Quiet, David. Quiet, quiet, honey. I'll pet you in a minute. You're a good girl, though. You're a good girl. Oh, yeah, you're the number one. You're the number one. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You're number one. I couldn't take you, honey. I couldn't take you. You're a good girl. Yeah. Oh, whoa, you're a good girl. Aren't you a good baby? Huh? Aren't you a good girl? Wow, look at that. You're a good girl. Yeah, it's too bad. A lot of lost women out there. Good girl, huh? Good girl. Good girl. That's a good baby. That's a good girl. Good girl, honey. I was thinking about going down to this weekend. I'll have to see what the temperature is going to be. Two dirtbags. And they knew those guys were doing that for years. They knew they were doing it, especially Spacey. You know, as long as 15 years ago, there were comics that made punchlines and jokes. There's nothing worse than a young boy getting caught in Kevin Spacey's basement. And this Harvey Weinstein was even worse. This Roger Ailes was another scumbag. Yeah, there might be, sure. I'll have to check into it. I haven't talked to any of those people in a while. Not the kids, no. Some are in Alabama and some of them are in Detroit. Hey, Debbie. Good job today, Care Hub. You okay, Daisy? Huh? You're a good girl. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Good girl. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Good girl. I know you're good. You're good. I see you. You're a good girl. What, hon? What? You're a good girl. You're a good girl. I know you're a good girl. What, hon? What do you want? What do you want, honey? You're a good girl. Good girl. What? What do you want? You want up here? You want up here? All right, come on. Good girl. That's a good girl. Oh, that better? Huh? Yeah, you want to like that better? Good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. Dad picked you up right up, didn't he? Didn't Dad pick you right up? Huh? Yeah, I picked you up like you wanted to. Yeah, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. You were a good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You're a good girl. Good girl. Hey, Jen, Gil Williams, what are you talking about?